What is going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today we've got the summary video of the $600 PC build that we went out and parts hunted for, and two built in a live stream with my wife. Actually, that was pretty fun. Anywho, today we're going to talk about all the parts that comprise this build as you see it. Is it a good choice of parts that'll result in a good gaming experience? That all remains to be seen. But before we get into all that, just a quick word from today's video sponsor. If you so happen to be finishing up your gaming PC build, then they can save you some money. Let's go. Did you just finish building your brand new gaming PC and you're trying to finish off the build by installing and activating Windows, but you're finding yourself a little strapped for cash because you just bought all that nice new shiny hardware? Well, then I've got you covered in today's video sponsor, SCDKey. As mentioned, head on over to scdkey.com, link in the description below, an online marketplace that specializes in keys to activate your copy of Windows. What you'll want to do is select to purchase a Windows 10 Pro key, click buy it now, and apply my promo code during checkout to take full advantage of a 25% discount they have going on right now for Valentine's Day. You can even use my promo code on Windows 11 or other Office product purchases. Next, all you got to do is zip on over to your Windows activation screen, click change product key, and simply paste in the key you received digitally upon purchase. Click through the next activation menu screens and you are done. Now you have a fully licensed and activated copy of Windows on your new system. Remember, guys, don't forget to use my promo code during checkout to save yourself some sweet cash during checkout to activate your Windows copy. Thank you again to SCDKeys for sponsoring today's video, and now back to our regular content. So in traditional format, let's talk about the first part in the build, and that being the motherboard, the Gigabyte DS3H B450 Wi-Fi. So in the parts up video, if you go back and watch that, I tried so hard to make an Intel build work, but just kept falling short with the motherboard. In order to get the features I wanted to for the price I needed, I unfortunately had to throw in the towel and go the AMD route, which in the end is never a bad move, and I'm glad I did it. So this motherboard, as you note, is packed with features for a budget PC. The main thing I was trying to secure was the built-in Wi-Fi, amongst other things like VRM cooling, 4 DIMM slots, etc. This board has it all, and in my opinion is one of the best value buys you can get, coming in at just $80. So being that I'm stuck in the B450 platform, I had to go and take to a good CPU in its offering, and I wanted to maximize my money as much as I possibly could. For $600, I fell on the Ryzen 5 5600 for just $132. Now this CPU has all the makings of what is needed for a budget $600 gaming system. With 6 cores and 12 threads, we have plenty of cores to address our everyday gaming needs, but also at decent clock speeds. Although the CPU was a deviation from my original plan, being the i5 12600K, it also is coming in over $50 cheaper, which that in itself I think beats the i5 majorly in terms of value, in my opinion. Next, on to RAM, and my main focus here was just simply getting something that was good, reliable, and cheap. And what I landed on here is some G.Skill Ripjaws 16 gigs of RAM for just $30. The G.Skill brand I often come back to for its reliability and compatibility. I settled on this kit of 16 gigs, 3200 mega transfers, CAS latency 16, mainly for the price. Sure, there is a tiny performance margin left on the table if I went with faster memory, but yes, that would cut into my budget. So definitely that's an area that can later be upgraded if you're looking to min-max. So next on to storage, and I really want to focus on getting a 1TB drive in this system, which I was able to do because I stuck on this AMD platform. And with that said, what we have here is the tried and true 1TB drive from Team Group. Now this drive did come in at a price point of $58 that I did not quite want to pay, but since the influx of rising prices of SSDs, I really had no choice but to just eat that. However, mid-part hunt, since I switched the platform from Intel to AMD, I was able to free up a little extra dollars to allow me to lock in this drive. So with a $600 budget and some rising prices on parts within PC building, I knew I couldn't spend any more than $200 on a GPU. Luckily, there's some amazing options in the secondhand market. And what we have here is the RX 6600 XT, an open box card that I actually came across on eBay. This was a great find and at a great price, coming in at just $180, which allowed it to slide right into my budget as planned. But as for the card, it is a fantastic budget card these days. Being an 8GB card and only being one generation back from the current stuff today, I have no doubt that this will be able to handle any title at 1080p or even some light 1440p gaming. So like with any PC, you need power and you need a good source of power, and luckily for me, I was able to return to my tried and true, the Apivia Prestige power supply. Now I don't know how long these power supplies will last in the wild at just $52, or even availability in general, but if you can find one, this is one heck of a buy. A 600 watt, gold rated, tier C rated power supply. I honestly can't think of a better fit for this build. So lastly the case, and if you go back and watch the parts hunt video, then you know some adjustments had to be made to make this build work, and luckily for those adjustments, we were able to secure a really good one. As I've mentioned before, since I decided to stick with the AMD platform, that again allowed me to free up more cash to get a decent case. This one in particular, I am super happy to report being one of my more favorite budget cases, the Montag Air 100 for just $56. This case just packs such huge value for what it is, with 4 built-in ARGB fans, a hinged tempered glass side panel, and overall just good airflow and aesthetic. I really can't say much more other than this just being an excellent budget option in this range. I will definitely continue to keep my eye out for this case. So all in all, the build comes in at just under $600 actually, and had we gone the Intel route, well, I don't think we'd be packing nearly as much value as this PC has right now. So I think that's enough of me blabbering about the saga of the parts and the prices. Let's put rubber to the road here and see how well this PC will perform. Alrighty guys, there we have it. This $600 PC packs a serious punch. Some of those FPS numbers were way out there for 1080p gaming. I think we could even ratchet it up and have a pretty decent gaming experience at 1440p resolutions. Anywho, let me know what you guys think about this PC in the comments. If you're interested in some other budget options, then I got a couple videos for you up on the screen. Go ahead and check those out. Thanks for tuning into this one though, guys. I appreciate your time, and I will catch you in the next one.